right. So how do you kind of identify yourself as having unique challenges or unique techniques, or even just kind of, I wouldn't call them advantages, but definitely like your own thing going on, and being a woman, owning your own gym? You're one of the very few who owns a gym as a woman who is still fighting and has students and has female students who are fighting. So you actually have this whole thing moving on, and you're kind of in a very particular category of which there are very, very few peers.
Right. So how do I find what?
How do you how do you navigate that? How do you feel about it? Like, do you think about it very much?
I love it. I wish I could get a little bit more of a female following. You know, not female following, but some more girls in here to have like a strong female team. We do. We've got, you know, we've got little Min, we've got Rachel. She's going to be getting out there. Another girl, Janet's coming back. I would like to get more in here regularly with the guys. But I love it. You know, I love when people walk in here and then, you know, or I call them back.
Yeah.
And Stacey from CG comment, like, yeah, it's a girl calling me back. That's right. But I mean, it's great because I tell them, you know, we have a variety of different coaches, because I can tell in their voice they're turned off right away, or they're taken aback a little bit. I even have guys who come in here from, I work at Bally's as well, I'm a trainer there, who come in to check out the place, and when they see me walk up to them, like, I'm the trainer at Bally's, I'm like, yeah, I own this too.
Yeah.
Like, oh. This kind of gave me a weird look, like, all right. I'm like, we have guy coaches too, you know? Which I'm not putting myself down on really myself, but, you know, they want to know that there's, you know, different coaches too. But it's fun when they actually do take the class, and I give them a class, and they know I know what I'm talking about, and you can see them gain respect for you. And, you know, listen to you and take your advice as a teacher and the knowledge of what you know and use it on their own. So you definitely see the apprehension in the beginning, and then you see them kind of grow on you.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of, you know.
Do you notice if women have kind of the opposite effect of that? Like, are they kind of happy to have a female coach, or do they seem apprehensive at first? Or
I think they're happy. Most of them are happy. Yeah. Most of them like that, appreciate that. So there hasn't been too many that come through that are turned off for that reason at all. With other training, I think so. With regular fitness training, but I think with the martial arts, they like to see the women in there.
Yeah. How would you advise, particularly your female students, in their path in getting into fighting or training, and if they kind of wanted to really take Muay Thai seriously and start following along the same path that you followed, like going to Thailand, that type of thing? How would you advise them in that?
Stay headstrong. Stay headstrong. Know your limitations. You know, don't take it too far. Take it slow. You know, don't rush into anything. Especially, you know, if you're going to go to Thailand and train, they'll get you in the fight as soon, you know, you say, I want to fight, I've been training for 2 days, they'll put you in there probably. So, I mean, just don't jump the gun on anything. Stay headstrong about it. Don't get frustrated. I know a lot of times when I was training, when I first started, or when I first started sparring guys back in the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy, I would get so frustrated that I would be like, almost like girly tears out of frustration, just because boom, tag, boom, tag, boom, tag. And I'm just like, I can't get anything in. You get really, really frustrated, really flustered. And it's like, well, you know, most of the time you're going to be training with guys beating you up. And so we have a little bit more of the majority, which is going to take a long time, but that's also our advantage. We're training with a lot of guys. So hopefully the fight with the girl is going to be a little bit easier from that. But it is frustrating to have someone, even if they're newer than you guys, there's someone that's stronger, you know, there's someone that's probably bigger, probably younger, you know, so you have to stay headstrong and just keep getting back in there, and don't let anything bring you down. You know, don't let the emotions get to you. You know, so it is a battle against finding, you know, good people to actually train with.
And how do you find people to train with? Like, how do you choose people who are going to train you, or kind of, do you look up to certain people that you're like, I definitely want that technique, or do you look for people who kind of have a core that you're into?
It's kind of limited around here, so you train who you can. I think my coaches, train with them, Sip and Britt, Sip's got another great girl that he trains, Mariana, out of ATT in Danbury. I love getting some sparring in with her because she's my size. She's tough, you know. I can train hard with her. I can spar hard with her, and she can go hard back with me. Or I know, you know, if I go with a guy, it's going to be a little bit harder for me. But she's definitely a great person to spar with. Our girls here, when I spar with them, they're newer, so it's kind of like, all right, when I feel like I'm doing too well because they are newer,
Right.
haven't been training as long as I have, so it's nice to find someone, you know, I guess that after you're done sparring, you can be like, all right, you need to correct this, you got that good, and, you know, and talk about it and realize what you're doing wrong, what I'm doing wrong, and, you know, examine that.
And how do you choose the, you offer actually a variety of different combat sports here. It's you know, your place is not called Muay Thai, but definitely I think of Muay Thai because I think of you when you're here. But how do you decide which martial arts are going to be offered here, and kind of, do you listen to demand by people, or you're interested in particular arts and so you bring them in?
It was really, you know, me with the Muay Thai. Because I didn't really do anything else. I'm just starting to venture into Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu because it's part of the MMA component out there. Boxing is also a big part of Muay Thai. Shoot fighting was, you know, the striking, the takedowns in MMA. So all the components of MMA, pretty much the guys that I've started with that were with me all along, they're more of MMA guys. And Joe, I've known, he had a school up in Prospect teaching Kempo. And just kind of asked him if he wanted to join in because he had a small studio that was really expensive. And we have a big space, and he was friends with us for a long time, so I just asked him if he wanted to come down and do that here. It's just more to offer. You know, I think the more that we can offer, and offer it with quality trainers, and not overcrowding ourselves, and not, you know, overrunning any other class is going to be better. I'd like to get the guys to see, you know, the differences in all of that. Definitely with the boxing, the jiu-jitsu, and the Muay Thai, all the components I think of MMA are really going to be good for any gym.
Yeah.